work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste up the rings. What I do?
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Defensively, a solid response after. Giving up back-to-back first downs.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
My 52. What's the run?
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Barrett is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Operating from the gun. Barrett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Barrett. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Hey, alert 3. No.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly did. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some room to work. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Check. Get a roll, West. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch twist.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost. Two, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A run for Nick Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Shift, shift.
Here's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Go, go, go. At 25 to the mic. We'll go 25 to the mic. Let's go, D. Shut up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
14 yards. Complete to Taylor. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Jim, 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 Jim.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
25 to the mic. We'll go 25 to the mic. Come on, D. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Chubb running right, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Stafford now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Kill. 80 weapon. Check 3. Zoom.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 99 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Lions.
We go set. 280. And we got to get to the ball. Big 20. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Chubb on second down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They can't hang with us.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you... Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. James has got it. Complete. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle. Tough,
they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
21. That's trash. Undercrush. Hey. Shoot. You go tight. Hey, 22.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throwing left side. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down.
Watch the backer.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's waiting. 50.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford, and that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Joker. Switch.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tay Sean Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Browns 49, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
30, Omaha, ready, move.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. He completes it to Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flush to his right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He don't want it.
Throwing again. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Switch up, switch up.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Stafford. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. To throw is Stafford. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.